art business. I also have a full-time job, and I do have a part-time job that I'm also juggling, as well as I do triathlon training on the side. So there's a lot of different things going on, but in this video, I'm going to kind of focus on this new pattern collection that I'm designing. It is kind of a coastal theme, so it's full of like seashells and different like sea animals and things like that. So in the last two videos, I kind of took you through how I planned for this collection, how I designed the mood board, where I got my inspiration from, and kind of planned some of those things out. And then the last video, I kind of started going through all of the paintings that I did here. So I do have one full page of paintings. I'll show you a better clip of this in just a minute. And then I started on my second page. So I'm going to go ahead and continue finishing this page up, and then maybe start designing a pattern with these two pages that I have here. And then we'll probably do some more sketching later on. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this, and yeah, let's just get started with painting. So I needed to make a little snack, so I made this whipped feta dip with Greek yogurt and avocado and feta and I think some different seasoning too. And then little pita chips to go with it. And then I love to make like a little grapefruit and this ginger lime sparkling water, like to combine those together, and it just feels like such a treat. And obviously it's even funner in a cute glass. So let's go upstairs and start painting. So I have finished up my lobster for right now. I actually don't really like it, to be honest. I think maybe I'm just looking at it a little too much, but yeah, I don't know why. I feel like the colors are being a little flat, like they're not, I don't know. It feels like it's not really working right now, but I think I'm just looking at it a little too closely, and I'm gonna add some more details maybe tomorrow, and hopefully I'll feel a little bit better about it. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but I just feel like it's really dark compared to like the other pieces, and yeah, I just feel like it's looking a little flat, so maybe we can fix it tomorrow. Okay, so I am taking a break from painting. I think I'm going to work on more of that tomorrow morning. It is getting a little late, and I'm just kind of planning out my day tomorrow, and I'm trying to figure out how I want to structure my day. Tomorrow is actually a really exciting day because I am starting 75 Hard, which is a challenge that has a few different like rules to it. I know it was super popular like a while ago, but I don't know, I just needed a new challenge to kind of focus on. I'm not really doing any races right now. I'm trying to prioritize my business, so I'm kind of modifying it. The original rules for 75 Hard are that you need to follow a diet, 2 45-minute workouts, to drink a gallon of water, and you need to read 10 pages of nonfiction, and then take a daily progress picture. So I'm planning on doing all of these. The diet that I'm following is just going to be a like Mediterranean diet. It's pretty much what I'm already doing, so I'm not really, doing anything different. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is there's no alcohol either, so yeah, planning on doing that. And then then the two 45-minute workouts, at least one of them needs to be outside, like the part of the original rules. I'm not going to like follow that part of it. I'm usually going to be doing a workout outside or taking a walk, but I don't want to feel so restricted with it. I also am just planning on doing like an hour and a half total of working out rather than it needing to be two separate 45-minute workouts. I just feel like I may do those two separate ones, but like in my mind, if I'm, doing a long run that's like an hour and a half long, I feel like that should count for like the two 45-minute workouts. And I really want to focus on swimming, biking, running, lifting weights, and then doing yoga and walking or Pilates or something too. But trying to focus on the running, swimming, biking, the 10 pages of nonfiction. I already have a book at work that I'm planning on reading. And then I'm also planning on adding in 2 other rules for me just for like my art business. One of them is like creating something new every day, whether that's like doing a painting, whether that's creating a video, just something creative. And then the other one is that I want to be taking at least one step towards growing my business, whether that's like some of the technical side of things, like, updating product descriptions in my shop, whether that's taking a course. I'm actually going through a coaching program right now. So I've been trying to implement some of the strategies that I've been getting from that. So yeah, it's going to be kind of a 75 hard, but it's going to be a triathlon and artist like addition to it. So I'm really excited about it. I'm going to kind of incorporate some of that into these videos, but the art stuff is still going to be the focus. So that being said, I'm starting that tomorrow, and I created a little Notion template because Notion is where I organize my life. It keeps me sane and on track for all of my goals and everything. Basically, every single day has all of the different tasks, and I can just check them off as I'm like, completing them throughout the day. So yeah, I think that'll be good, and I'm excited about it. So I'm going to spend some time and like just kind of plan out my day for a little bit, and then I'm going to do a little bit of reading on the iPad before I go to bed. Yeah, I will talk to you early tomorrow morning. Good morning. So it is a beautiful sunny day outside. It is pretty cold, but I think it's going to be like perfect running weather. So I'm going to go to the trail now and get my hour and a half run in. I'm really excited about it. So yeah, let's just head out. Hey, good morning. Well, actually, I guess now it's afternoon. So I have been hanging out here on my couch. I've been doing a little bit of planning and just some computer work. It is the start of a new month, so I usually like to kind of reflect on the previous month and kind of go through my goals and my routines just to make sure that I'm like on track for everything. So I was spending a little bit of time doing that while I'm sipping on my coffee. I was kind of going through my list of things for 75 hard, and I am actually on track. I've done everything except for drinking the gallon of water. I have 4 more of these 18-ounce water bottles to drink, and it's only like 1 o'clock. So I think I should be able to do that by the end of today. And then the other thing that I need to do is like create something for my art business. So I'm gonna go upstairs and do some painting, and that will check that one off the list. But yeah, I think I've done everything else on here. I read my 10 pages this morning. I took the daily progress photo, following the diet and everything. And then I am gonna be doing some editing for a few like different videos and stuff. So that will be the next thing for my business. So yeah, that feels really good. But yeah, let's just go upstairs and do a little bit of painting. I think we can go ahead and finish up the one that we're working on, and then maybe start putting those pieces into Photoshop and kind of cleaning them up, getting them ready to, start designing. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so here's how my painting's looking so far. I actually feel like I like the lobster a little bit better than I did last night. I think I just needed to kind of step away from it and come back to it. So I may try to add in some details, but I think for right now, I'm just going to focus on painting the seashell and then these 2 little seaweed pieces. So yeah, let's just start painting. So I am all done with my painting. I think it turned out really well, and I really love all the different colors that are in it. I feel like they kind of go well. There's kind of a blend between like some of the like warmer tones and then some cool tones in there. So I feel like they should all look really good together. So yeah, super excited about this. And what I'm going to do is take photos of all of these and then scan them into Photoshop and start cleaning them up. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So I took individual pictures of all of the different pieces, and I edited them a little bit in Lightroom, and now I'm going to go into Photoshop and create a new file. And I usually do 10,000 by 10,000 pixels. So it's a square, and then I'm just going to drag and drop all of the different pieces in here. So I'm going to grab a few of them at a time just because I don't know how much space I have on my computer right now, and sometimes it gets overwhelmed when I do too many. So let's just do a few at a time. All right. And then I'm just going to go over here and highlight all of them and then rasterize the layer to kind of unlock it so I can use it. And I'm just going to do one of them at a time, and I'm just going to remove all of the background stuff so I just have the one piece that I'm working with. And I'm just going to kind of go around and get rid of these other pieces because I don't need them right now. And then it'll be easier to kind of clean up the background from here. There is some texture on the page that you can see. So I just want to make sure that all of that is removed. So I'm going to try with my little magic wand tool, but it may pick up some of those little grains back there. So I may need to use my eraser tool to kind of get rid of some of them. So let me see. Okay, so that's what it pulled up with. I'm going to hold shift and then click again. And then I'm just going to kind of keep doing that to see if it will select any of the other little pieces. Okay, so I was able to get a lot of them. If you kind of look closely, there's still a few little pieces that I didn't get. So I'm just going to remove the background there. And then I'm just going to go in with my eraser tool and get rid of all these little like speckles right there. So I'm just going to do this with all of the different shells and little animals and everything that I've done. So yeah, let's work on this for a little bit. Okay, so I've isolated all of the different pieces out here and I've removed the backgrounds. So I think I'm going to go ahead and start designing the pattern. I think I'm going to do 2 of them with these pieces. So I think I'm going to do one with all of them. And then I think I'm going to do another one with just the seashells and then maybe the little seaweed and coral piece. Maybe the oysters too. I don't know. I haven't decided that. But yeah. So one that's a little more complex and one that's a little bit more simple. And then maybe we'll paint some other things later on. But that's the plan for right now. So yeah, let's just start designing the pattern. Okay, so I think this is the final pattern. I actually really like it. I wasn't really sure going into it what it was going to look like. I mean, I had kind of a basic vision for it, but I decided to add the little coral and seaweed kind of like behind most of the layers. And yeah, I just feel like it filled in those empty spaces really well, and I really love it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Okay, so it feels so good to have that pattern done and taken care of. I think I'm going to take a break from Photoshop and I'm going to work on a little bit of editing on my laptop and maybe some other things that I need to get done. But yeah, I feel like it's been such a productive day and that feels so good. I am still working on my water. I have about half of this one left and then 2 more of these that I need to drink before tonight. So I feel like this actually hasn't been that bad, and I've been like remembering to track everything too. I set some reminders on my phone. So yeah, I think the water is really the only other thing that I need to do on my 75 hard list. So yeah, that feels really great. Let me work on some editing for a little bit and yeah, make some progress with that. So I've been editing for the last few hours and it's been very productive. I think I need a break from my screen and I'm going to go ahead and eat dinner. I made like a pasta sauce and turkey meatballs and some whole grain pasta for dinner. So yeah, I'm excited to eat that. I'm so hungry. I just kind of lost track of time with editing. So it's always kind of a good thing when I've been like in a state of flow. So, but yeah, now it's time to eat. So it has been such a productive day. I feel like I got so much done and I feel like I've just been going like nonstop all day since like first thing this morning, reading and running, then coming back here. I got my painting done. I got my first pattern done. I did a ton of video editing. I feel like I've been editing for hours. It's like 9 o'clock right now, and I don't even know when I started editing. I feel like it's just been constant for hours, but it's been really good. I've been in such a creative mode and just like in that state of flow, which just, yeah, feels really good. But I'm so tired now. I think I'm just gonna get ready for bed, read my book for a little bit, and yeah, try to go to bed early. Tomorrow's gonna be an early morning too, and we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. So I woke up early this morning. I got ready. I kind of went through some of my affirmations, made a cup of coffee, and I'm also drinking my water. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is work on some editing here. I have a bunch of work that I need to get done kind of for my business and then for the freelancing job that I have. So I'm going to work on that for a little bit before going into work and having a full day. So yeah, let's just work on that for a little bit and see what we can get done. Okay, so I have finished up my editing and it's time for me to go to work. I kind of lost track of time, but that's okay. I'm actually on time, so that's always a good thing. But it's such a beautiful day today, and yeah, I'm excited to have a really productive Monday. So let's get into it. So I just got home from work and I decided, since I already did a walk today during a meeting with my manager, I figured I might as well go for a bike ride outside. My legs are not as sore as I thought they would be today. That's why I was kind of hesitant to do a bike ride, but it's really nice outside. It's sunny, it's about 80 degrees, and I have another hour of a workout I need to do. So I figure a nice hour bike ride sounds perfect. So I've just changed and I have my bike all set up. I made some liquid IV just because it is an hour and I sometimes don't do all the heat, so I figure some extra electrolytes wouldn't hurt. So yeah, let's just go for a ride and I'm excited for it. I'm hoping I can see some turtles out there. We'll see what we can find. Was so nice. I had the best time. It was so beautiful outside. Everything was so green, so vibrant. So many people were out biking and running and walking their dogs and just like enjoying the warmer weather. I did see a bunch of turtles. I didn't really stop and take photos of them just because they were kind of like on the other side of the water and I wouldn't really have been able to get like a good shot of them, but I did find them and that made me really happy. It always makes my day when I see them out there. But yeah, it actually felt like a really easy ride, which I did take my time on it. And then I did go on a trail where there's a really long kind of gradually like inclining hill. So that was a little challenging, but going down, I just flew and that felt really fun and exciting. Like you're on like a roller coaster ride or something. So either way, it was a really fun time. And yeah, I'm just gonna shower, make some dinner and figure out what I want to do for the rest of the evening. So I've gotten everything done on my list of things to do, and I've checked off all of the tasks for 75 hard except for my last like water bottle of water. So I have one more 18-ounce water bottle to drink before I'm done with everything that I need to do for today. So that feels really good. I'm just gonna kind of sit here and read for a little bit. It's been a very full day and I'm really tired now, and we gotta do it all over again tomorrow, which I'm excited about. I'm trying to find a better balance and take time to have some, take time to rest and relax too. So I'm gonna read for a little bit, and yeah, I will talk to you in the morning. I'm hoping that we can start the next pattern. I have some ideas for it, so I'm hoping that we can have some time to like work on that. So yes, but I will see you then. So I just finished up my seashell pattern. I really love how this turned out. There was a little part that I was kind of stuck on with kind of fitting some of the pieces together, but I think it turned out perfectly. I think it coordinates really well with the other one. And I don't know if I mentioned this in the last one, but I did add kind of a textured background here. I don't know if you can see kind of like the little spots and stuff back there. I feel like it looks kind of sandy. I don't know, just to give it a little bit more than just, like a plain background. I feel like it adds to the pattern a little bit and makes it look like we're on a beach somewhere. So yeah, I'll show you a better view of the pattern. I feel like the colors aren't really coming through that well on the video, but I did go with kind of a more cool toned background rather than a warm one like the last pattern. But yeah, so really excited about this one. It is time for me to head to work, so I'm gonna get ready for that and talk to you later. Okay, so I think I'm gonna end this video here. It's getting kind of long and I feel like we've already done so much in it, so I'm going to end it here. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one where we're gonna kind of continue to be working on designing some new patterns and kind of create the whole collection. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I think we're gonna do some more painting and designing. So yeah, I will see you in the next video.